So I started my IB in a school back home, but I just felt like it wasn't me. I didn't feel like I could do a lot of things there. I wasn't at my 100%, I guess, there. And my friend told me that there's this boarding school out there somewhere called EF Academy, and I looked it up. And I don't know, I guess I just fell in love with EF Oxford the moment I opened your website. And I was like, yeah, Mom, Dad, I'm going here. So one of the few things that I really noticed is different than the IB school I was in back home is that the classes are much smaller. It's really good, and we have much more interacting, I guess, with the teachers and students. Like back home, if they're doing a new topic, they would just spend the whole class time like lecturing us about the topic, and it would just like sooner or later you're just gonna zone out. But in the school, like it's really not like that. The students really interact with the teachers, and it makes me like it's so much easier for me to understand the topic. Well, my grades definitely rose up from like when I was in back home and when I'm here. My grades are definitely different, and I think it's because of the teachers' environment and how they're super supportive of us even outside of school. So like this Friday I'm going on a business lecture, and there were also a few opportunities like economic lectures in Oxford University, which is like, that's crazy. Like if I was still back home, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. Like there's no way. And like here it's like every single week, like, oh, there's this lecture somewhere in this city, and I'm like, oh wow, that's such an amazing opportunity. I'm still amazed every single day that I'm able to like wake up and go to school and here and not back home. And it's like all of the enrichment opportunities that we get, obviously that's amazing. Basically, one of the few things that both me and my parents realized is that when I go home from school, when I was back home, I would just lay on my bed and just chill. But then every time I come here, like after school, I would go to the library, do extra work for classes, because that's just the kind of environment that like all my friends are doing. So I really changed a lot. Like I was an average student back home. Like I was not bad, but I was not the best either. But here I feel like I grew so much.